All right, we are now joined by 10th year Fairmont State head coach Jason Woodman. The Falcons are selected sixth in today's MEC preseason poll. Coach, just give us an outlook on the 2022 season um, for Fairmont State.
Well, we're looking to improve off a year that we were a little bit disappointed in. We knew going into last year was going to be a little bit of a struggle, being so young. So this year, we've gotten a good core group of our guys back, but sad part is a lot of those guys are sophomores. So we have 2 seniors right now. We have about 10 juniors. The rest of us are sophomores and freshmen. So we're still really young, but a lot of those young guys have game experience. And this kind of reminds me back to my second year here, where we were pretty much rebuilding a lot of things. And with the COVID year and everything that happened through all that, very, very similar situation. And the sad part about it is in college football, you don't enjoy rebuilding. And a lot of times you don't have time to do it, but we have a lot of good pieces in place. We're really confident in our young guys. It's just we know it may be a little bit of a learning curve heading into the season.
Go ahead, Jonathan.
Yeah, Coach Woodman, you returned 13 starters from a very young roster in 2021, including 7 of them on the defensive side of the ball. Can you give us an early season report on their performance in fall camp?
Yeah, so far it's been pretty good. We've improved every day, and our outlook, attitude, everything's been really positive. I think that we have a good core group of guys, not just physically talented, but on the mental side of things as a team. I think we're all bought into the theories and to the things that we want to achieve and how we're supposed to get there. I think that's probably the biggest challenge nowadays with a lot of young guys, is just getting them to believe and getting them to understand what we expect out of them day to day. And I think we've done a really good job of that. And I think our kids are eager to get better. Effort's been there, but again, it's just takes a little bit of time to get it through to them, and nothing really kind of gets you ready like game day does. And I think it's going to be, that'll be the tell-all for us is when the lights finally come on. We got a lot of unanswered questions right now, and we're just waiting to see what happens once they get them under the lights.
Coach, you had both freshmen of the year last year in the MEC, Florio and Blair. Talk about their leadership on both sides of the ball and going into this season.
Well, I think it's tough for young guys to be vocal leaders at times, especially when they kind of understand and get it when it comes to how to be leaders and what it takes to be leaders. But I think the more they grow, the more football they play, the longer they've been with us. I think that they're just maturing and picking up that leadership role. Those 2 don't say a lot. A lot of times they're leading by their play on the field. And as a coach, that's good and bad too. But I think they're starting to kind of understand how to be more vocal. And I think, again, it comes with time and maturity. But we're excited to have those 2 guys back. Obviously, we had really, really good years, but I know both of those guys would probably give up, any kind of award to get a Mountain East Conference championship for their team. And that's really what's important to all of us right now.
Okay. Jonathan, one more.
Yeah, Coach Woodman, can you preview your running game, and has anyone emerged as a leader at that position?
We brought a couple guys in that we feel like can step up and carry the ball, but we bring back Miles Myrie and Donnie Washington. Both of them played a good bit last year for us, and those 2 we know we're going to get out of them on game day, so we're confident in them. And right now, every day is still a question mark for us. And up front, we do have a few returning starters back, and we filled some gaps with some guys who played a little bit of football towards the end of the year. But again, until you get on the field and lights come on, you're just not really sure yet what you're going to have there. We know we have to run the football. We know we got to stop the run just like any other year. But as far as heading into the season, we'll probably go into it assuming to run it by committee and see who can get the hot hand and kind of settle in, and we'll take it from there.
Coach, you talk about getting on the field 2 weeks. You have a tough regional non-conference game at Cal PA. Kind of preview that. Have you started work on Cal, or are you still working on yourself in camp?
No, we're still kind of working on us. Again, with so many young guys, we're trying to trying to get them to understand, what we expect first. And we've been in camp now for, I think it's practice 15 today, 16 today. So we've been here for a while, but again, we're just continuing to try to fix our, installs and corrections and things that we believe are the basis of whatever we decide to do once we get to an opponent. And, just again, trying to get them to understand to get better every day, and what we need to do is kind of where we're at right now. And yeah, I mean, I'm still shocked that Cal didn't make it in the playoffs last year. Probably one of the best defenses we played against. They got a lot of really good players on that side of the ball that, we know when we go up there, we better have our stuff ready to roll. And, they returned a quarterback and some good players. So we're expecting a extremely tough challenge on the road, and no better way to start a season with a bunch of freshmen on the field than to go to Cal PA, I guess, and get ready to strap it on up there.
Well, I appreciate it, Coach. We'll let you probably have practice, so we'll let you get going. But thank you for joining us today.
All right. Thanks, guys. Is that it? We good?
Yep.
All right. Thanks, Chris.